Hello everybody, this is Josh X, and today we're going to unbox, speedbuild, and review LEGO Collectible Minifigures Series 22, set number 71032, with 12 minifigures released in 2022. As always, let's be fair to these minifigures. Enjoy! The first minifigure in Series 22 that we're gonna take a look at is the Space Creature. I overall think that this is not that great of a minifigure. It's my least favorite. I don't think that the head pieces work well together. I would have preferred just one single piece for the head. I think it would have looked a lot better. The prints are also very simple. They're not that bad, but they don't add that much to the minifigure. The head has two different smiles or mouths, a bigger one and a smaller one. And I think the most redeeming quality is that nice print for the space logo from older sets. It does have a ray gun and what I call a power pack, of however you want to call it. Overall, I think it's a bit of a letdown. I don't think it's that great, but it's not bad to have as a background figure. The second minifigure in this Series 22 is the Night Protector. Although it is ranked at the bottom list, for me it's not a bad minifigure. It has really nice prints. The arms are dual molded in gray and purple. The prints are really nice, and especially that hairpiece just looks amazing, especially with that aqua color. The prints on the back of the torso look really nice, especially with that moon. And the headpiece has two faces, an angry one and a happy one. Overall, just the prints of this minifigure look great. As for accessories, we have a really cool translucent purple sword, blue purple, and another translucent blue purplish accessory, which is the shield with really nice printing with the moon. This minifigure is not for me, that's why I ranked it a little bit lower, but it's nice for whoever likes this type of minifigures. Minifigure number 3 is a Troubadour. This minifigure, I think it's a throwback to the old castle sets. This reminds me of the Robin Hood type of sets that we used to have. The prints on this minifigure look really nice. We have dual molded legs that works really well with the costume. And we have prints on the back, on the torso, on the back, on the front, on the arms, and on the legs on two sides, basically the front and the sides. There's only one face with this minifigure because you cannot cover the back, and I love the hat with the feather. As accessories, we have this medieval guitar and a couple of coins. This is really a nice addition to maybe your fairs or your town. I think it works really well and it looks really nice. Minifigure number 4 is the Chili Costume Fan. This minifigure continues the trend of LEGO having costumes with the series, and it just looks great. The chili, the pepper, the chili, however you want to call it, it's bright red with the stem being green. It just looks really good. It reminds me a lot of the banana costume, but overall I think that it looks great and it works really nice outside any of your shops or in your city too. This minifigure includes a red hairpiece, of course, because the chili is red, so the hairpiece is gonna be red. And some really nice printing on the front of the shirt that the minifigure is wearing, along with a little bit of the neck line in both the front and the back of the torso. The headpiece has two faces, one like this one that is suffering, that shows that the minifigure is suffering for more than likely eating a spicy pepper. And the other face is just a happy face, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. As for accessories, it has a really nice milk carton that we've seen it before, but I think that as a whole, this minifigure works well. There's unfortunately no way you could add more detail into the prints, but the pepper just looks amazing. It's a really good addition to your costume minifigures. Minifigure number 5 is the Figure Skating Champion. This is a really nice bright minifigure. The torso has really nice print on it, a silver print that reflects the light really nice. It also has arms of different colors, one of them blue, another one light blue, that goes with the most of the costume. It has the same nice silver prints on the back and a little bit of the neckline. This minifigure does not have a second face because with the hair you cannot conceal it that well. That hairpiece is just amazing, looks really nice. And as we can see, the prints on the side of the arm, I think it looks great. I wish we could have seen a little bit more prints on the pants, and it would have been a little bit better. The accessories are the skates that work perfectly, as well as a trophy. You really want this minifigure, it looks great, it's a great addition to your sports and your city. Minifigure number 6 is the Forest Elf. This is a child minifigure with medium-sized legs, really nice printing on the front of the torso. There's no prints on the arms or the legs. Something that I really like is the acorn hat that it has, just looks amazing, and the soft cloth leaf cape. Unfortunately, the cape covers some really nice detailing at the back of the torso that looks really nice. And we have a headpiece with also two different faces. One of them is happiness, and I think the other one is overjoyed happiness. Really nice detail on the cheeks for this print. As for accessories, we have a happy mushroom and a staff. And I think overall this minifigure works great. I don't know where I would put it in my city, but I'm sure you can find a place for this great minifigure. Minifigure number 7 is the Racoon Costume Fan. Yet another custom minifigure, and I think this minifigure has the best headpiece of them all. The raccoon headpiece just looks amazing. It does cover the back of the headpiece that has a second face. I do like the prints at the front, and I do like the fact that it's dual molded legs along with a soft plastic tail. I think that maybe smaller, medium-sized legs would work better. It also has a gray hairpiece that I don't think works well. I know that they're trying to put the same color as the rest of the minifigure like they did with the chili, but I don't think it works that well. And it has a bag or a sack and a green trash can. I think that overall this minifigure works great. It looks really good. The hairpiece looks great. It has dual molded legs and it has really nice accessories. Overall, it's really a nice minifigure in addition to the costume family. Minifigure number 8 is Snow Guardian. I don't know why this minifigure is not higher on my list. It is just a great minifigure. It has dual molded legs, dual molded arms. There's prints on the arms, on the legs, really nice printing on the front and on the back of the torso. It has two faces on the headpiece. It has another piece for the coat, and it has a really nice hat. It works really well. You can see that there's also shiny silver prints there for the snow. It comes with a really nice sword and a really nice printed shield. I do think that the sword looks amazing, and overall the figure as is would be a great addition to any collection. However, it has one of the three animals in this minifigure series, and this is the husky. I like this print and this molded dog. I think that the prints could have done a little bit better of a job, but I think the tail of the dog with the dog itself, the color, the way they were able to mix it, looks really nice for a husky, especially with the blue eyes. And it's just a great addition to the already great minifigure. So you get this Snow Guardian with a great sword, with great printing, with great molding, for dual molding for the arms and the legs. You have a shield, you have a husky, you have a really nice hat. It's just an amazing minifigure that it should be on top of everybody's list. Minifigure number 9 is Horse and Groom. One of the reasons why I put this minifigure at the top of the list is because number one, the hairpiece looks amazing with the beanie and her hair. It just looks really nice. This minifigure also has two faces, and if you can see the print on this second face, you can see the smile with braces in the teeth, and I don't think we've seen that before. Besides that, I love the print of the shirt. You know, the flannel shirt, it just looks really nice that you can put onto any other minifigure and it will look just great. As for the accessories, we have one carrot. I'm not a big fan of these carrots like that, but I think it's a good addition. Not as good as the second animal in this series, which is the little horse that just also looks amazing, just like what they did with the dog. I think that even better is this molding of a horse. It works great in Lego. It's detailed enough. I think that the molding of the hair and the minifigure of the horse itself is just great. I think that it works really nice as a small horse. And overall, also, this is a great minifigure, especially because of the animal, the horse, the little horse, and the prints on the shirt and the hairpiece. A great addition. Minifigure number 10 is Bird Watcher. It has a really nice hairpiece with a cap and black long hair. The prints on the front of the shirt are simple yet effective. We also have dual molded legs and arms. The left arm has a watch printed on. It looks really great. And the legs have prints for pockets, as these are cargo shorts more than likely. And the dual molding works great as boots. There's minimal printing on the back of the torso. I don't think it's needed. And this minifigure also has two faces in the headpiece. It also has the third animal in this series, which is the toucan, that I think works really well as a minifigure, as a mini animal, an animal, a piece. It's just really nicely molded. And the only thing I would have liked is maybe a little more definition with maybe slight gray prints for the wings. Otherwise, this is just yet another great animal addition into Lego. It's gonna go great in any zoo, in any pet shop, in any place, in any house. It's just gonna look really nice. Along with other accessories such as the binoculars and the satchel, and the fact that it's dual molded for arms and legs, and the detailing and the toucan, it's just a really nice minifigure and a good addition to your collection. Minifigure number 11 is a robot repair tech. This minifigure looks really nice. Although they're reusing the welding mask for the helmet, it still looks really nice in yellow. The prints are just really gorgeous, really nice. The headpiece does have prints at the front and the back. They both look really nice, especially the face with a happy face. One of the arms is not a regular arm. You attach one of the wrenches to it. I just think that overall this minifigure looks great. It has a little robot, which reminds me of BD-1 from Jedi Fallen Order, and a little bit of Wally. But it works well. I think that it's a nice addition that didn't need to be there, and it just adds a little bit more to this already great minifigure that I think overall it's just bright, it looks great, and it's not a human. It does have a hammer and a pick so that it can do its job, and it might not and it shouldn't be at the very top of the list, but it's still a great addition to your space sets. Last but not least, I have minifigure number 12, the wheelchair racer. This might be my favorite minifigure of this series. I do love the detailing on the helmet. Unfortunately, because of the helmet, this minifigure only has one face in the headpiece, but what really stands out is the torso and the arms, with a great printing for the sport words and logo on the arms and the chest and the back, and the dual molded arms. They just work really nice. And the addition of not only a medal but the racing wheelchair. I think that this minifigure as a whole, having a person with a disability, having a racing wheelchair, it's just great. You know, not only because of that, but the way the minifigure looks, the prints on the torso, on the front, on the back, everything just works out really well. And that's why I think that overall this is a great minifigure and my favorite of the whole series. LEGO grouped these two as the Winter Adventurers are ready. Figure Skating Champion and Snow Guardian are ready to go. These two are the party started group. Chili Costume Fan and Racoon Costume Fan have arrived. It makes sense to keep both costume minifigures together. These two are the lovers of Forest and Night. Join Forest Elf and Night Protector on their patrols. These three are Music, Tech, and Space Collide. Space Creature and Robot Repair Tech like Troubadour's song. I just think it's a little bit odd with the Troubadour, but otherwise the other two fit really well. Last but not least, we have the exciting outdoor adventures. Birdwatcher, Cheers, Wheelchair Racer with Horse and Groom. A little bit odd. And well, overall I think Series 22 is mostly a success. The minifigures that I didn't like, which are the Space Creature and the Night Guardian, they just don't appeal to me. You know, everything else I think can be placed in a city, in a Lego city, in a Lego town, or can be adapted to some other situations that you might want to place them in. I do think that the Wheelchair Racer is the best minifigure. We also have the Birdwatcher that has really nice accessories. You have the extremely nicely detailed Snow Guardian, and you have two more custom minifigures. I think overall this series is a success, and hopefully LEGO can keep this high level in their next series. This is a very highly recommended series and minifigures, and hopefully you can add them to your collection too. As always, I want to thank you for watching this video, liking and subscribing. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything else, just leave it in the comment section. And as always, see you next time.